Welcome everyone to ValoRec. It's going to be our Challenger Mixed Finals tonight. We are going to be live with Centennials and Loud Whine right out of the gate, and it's going to be an instant push here over towards the A site. You're going to see the face get absolutely torn off by Frosty with that sheriff in hand, looking for some more victims out in the back. It's going to be a real quick play. Julio always going to get that down, and Frosty going to find the head of Strange as well to go with it, looking for a third, but whiff will be there to shut that one down. So that will interrupt the killing spree, but that is going to do a certain amount of damage. It's a 3v4 here. Flash will come in. Everyone's going to be on the site here with 2 flashes. That's going to be a lot, but at the end of the day, will only be Phoenix in the back, facing down a pair of guns, and that is not going to be enough. It's going to be Loud Whine taking the opening round here and the pistol. We will see the 2 teams on the side of Centennials. We have Whiff God, Phoenix, Voids, Forest, Cherish, and Strange. On the other side, we have Frosty, Atomic, Hippolink, Optimus Prime, and Coolio representing the side of Loud Whine. Both teams were 5-1 to get to this point, facing each other and going 1-1 when these 2 teams played against each other earlier on in the season. But now they're here. Your 2 top-rated Challengers mixed teams are going to be going at it. We also had the Masters Mixed Finals finish off earlier today. As for some that were watching over on the ESRL GG channel, we did have some action going on down there, and it was Team Gas taking it in 2-0 fashion over the side of, I believe it was 100 Dweebs, who was on the receiving end of that one. As we're going to see another rush right into the B site this time, and with the 2 remaining players, not the closest, Forest and with both with just classics in hand, they're going to be saving up for this round, heading into the next, as they're just kind of look for whatever possible exits they can get. I mean, to be fair, not a whole lot you're probably going to be able to do with what you've got available. They're just going to kind of walk this one in, see if they can find anybody, and Whiff is going to face in a 3 players. Forest is probably going to do the exact same thing in a moment, and nope, Frosty's just going to get the shot off with the Marshall. And they're going to carry 4 guns into the bonus now, so Loud Whine going to have a decent amount of money there. Coolio might buy up a rifle here, or might just save with the rest of the team and treat this as like a true bonus. On the other side, Centennials, you're going to see the rifles across the board. 2 Phantoms, 3 Vandals are going to be set and ready to go. A lot of players, I was noticing this yesterday during the Masters pre-made finals as well. We have a lot of teams that are beginning to pick up the half armor strat, trying to be more economic with their money, saving that extra additional credits here. As we can see, it does look like it's going to be another A stack. You're going to hear the flash come through, not going to find anything, and not going to get any info either, so that may actually force a rotation here. It does look like the side of Centennial still kind of aware to some of these shenanigans that may be possible, because Strange is also just completely locking down the B side with that camera and everything. They're aware that nothing's going on, as well as Cherish in mid should be able to hear some of these rotations. I mean, they're just going to walk it up, but the instant they start making noise, and actually that's going to be it, and Cherish is going to swing out. It's going to get just double tapped by Atomic with the Ghost, the silence pistol in hand, with the 2 tap, just absolutely takes off his head. So we're going to have the push now here over towards B. You can see Strange has retreated off of the site, is aware that they're compromised, and is going to get a trap wire. Is going to face down as well. Frosty early on goes for that early push, is going to dart up another, and should be aware that there's more, and Hippolink is going to bring him down. So that does make this retake a little bit awkward. Coolio now with the Stinger is going to be up in heaven, is not going to be aware of Phoenix around the corner. The Phoenix will pick off 1. It's going to be a 2v3. No, Atomic is going to find 2 with the Ghost. I don't know how that happened, but that's the 3rd in the round that Atomic is going to find with that Ghost. And just looking for the last, it's all going to be on Phoenix Voids now in the 1v3. This was the true bonus as well. As you're going to see, Phoenix is just going to toss that nade out. Is going to not, well, tried to get something, and is not going to be able to do so. The flank comes in. Atomic with 4 in the round, 3 with a Ghost into rifle. So a huge round there coming out of Atomic. Really impressive to see right there, as they're going to be buying up. And it looks like, yeah, the side of Centennials is going to buy into this. Not looking like the most ideal buy as of right now. You're going to see a couple Stingers, a Bucky. They're all just going to half buy because they can buy into the next round after this. So we're going to see where they end up going. We're going to see again, it's going to be a stack here over towards the B site. You do have Strange with all the utility locking it down, but across the map, you're going to see very pushed into mid, actually. You're going to see the Omen is going to be heavily set up, and the site hit is now going to be coming through. Phoenix is going to have to retreat, tosses out that nade, but they're already going to be up towards heaven. They're going to find Whiff God through the smoke. As we're going to see again, Forrest with that Bucky, spots a player. The flash comes through, and it's not going to actually land anything here. You'll see continue just trying to fire away. But here comes Strange from the side, and Phoenix is going to pick up another. So Atomic is going to be the last one up here in heaven. Going to find one. The players are going to go right by Coolio here. And Atomic is here as well. They haven't got the spike down either. The spike is going to be on Coolio's back. It's all going to be now on towards Phoenix in the 1v2. He's going to walk up. He's going to spot one here and is not going to be able to pick it up. Atomic finds that. The third on the round picks up the headshot. And that is going to be another round. So Loud Whine find their fourth round now. As we're going to make our way into the next gun round. It's going to be rifles all across the board. So finally our first true gun round. We're going to see.
That goes there. Oh, this goes here. Yes, this should do.
We're going to see Strange is going to set up all the utility. This will free up a lot of the players. I mean, that's kind of the lockdown you get. The advantage you get from a Cypher, being able to play all the information. Killjoy, similar scenario. But some players do prefer one over the other. The Killjoy ultimate will come through, though. And that is going to push all the players. Strange is going to have to evacuate. But Frosty's going to find two in mid. Both players that were rotating through the back will go down. And the Strange will find one, but gets detained in the process. It's going to be a 3v4. The spike is going to be coming down. Phoenix is going to find that ultimate on towards Atomic, and the Cypher ultimate will be committed, so they're going to spot all of these players, but Hippolink is going to line them up in heaven. And again, it's just lineups all over the place. Frosty found two going through. Oh, man. Yeah, that's going to be a timeout for sure. The unfortunate, there was Hippolink had the double heaven lineup, and then you're going to have like the vents as well. Where two got lined up exiting there in mid, and it was just so unfortunate across the board. It was just tragic, honestly, from the side of Centennials, and now they're going to be down 5-0, and I believe this is Loud Whine's map pick, so not sure. This is the map that you're not going to be as good on, but for obvious reasons, you don't really want to be posting 0-5 as of right now, so they do have to figure out what they're going to have to do. I mean, right now, Atomic 8-1, open it up. Frosty 7-4, close behind. Hippolink at 6-3. The guns are warm on the side of Loud Whine, and you definitely want to see Centennials bring it back in. Maybe they need a little bit of time to warm up, but right now, you're running out of time to be able to kind of get on top of things. They should have some money to buy into this. You see Forrest has bought up. I mean, it will be kind of like a pseudo buy, it looks like. It's not going to be a full buy from the side of Centennials if they choose to do so. I'd almost rather they just eco on this round, save enough money to be able to buy into the next round, and just try to do some economic damage, because right now the money is beginning to really stack for the side of Loud Whine. You look at that. You got 4,500. You have 7,700 on Hippolink as well. Some of these players are just not dying very often, and they're doing a really good job of keeping their economy in a really good state here. We're going to see the knife, I believe, may have tagged Frosty, so they're aware of Frosty's position. And they've actually moved Strange over to the A site. They're going to put two players, and they're actually beginning to rotate a third because they haven't seen anything here. Because Strange is going to be set up over here, but all the players from Loud Whine are going to be playing really careful here outside of A. They're going to be coming through, as well as all that space being cleared in mid by Frosty. This should be doing a considerable amount, and actually that flash will catch Frosty, but there's no swing from Whiff to check that. Whiff will actually get the surprise, but that should be a go signal now. The fact that Frosty's gone down means that this should be the time, and it's all going to be on Strange in the back with a ghost. Nothing doing. As Optimist will find. Whiff God's going to have that recovered rifle and has the Seekers as well. I don't think they'll invest in this round. It's going to be a 4v4 retake with reduced weapons. So probably not your best option as of right now. Probably going to save that to go into the next round here. As actually, no, they're going to go through. The Seekers are going to come through, and Whiff will probably have spotted this. They do know that the players up top is going to find one on the Optimus Prime. That's going to be a huge kill. They have not been able to clear out ramp there. As Coolio's going to find one, Hippolink's going to find one. It's going to be Cherish in a 1v2 up here trying to find one. It's all going to be now done on Whiff God. They've got 2 kills out of this, but you've already invested the Seekers, so unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to end up working out here for them. Whiff God will be able to save that rifle going into the next round, but that will do a little bit for their economy. Not as much damage as they probably would have liked, but you're going to go down now 6-0. The most you can get on this half now is now 6, and that's if you win out the entire rest of the half. So we're going to see where they end up going. You are seeing like they are trying to make some adaptations here and try to work on things. Moving the Cypher around, the Cypher setup to different locations, and just having like some setups like the KO and the Sky both in mid to be able to kind of work off each other's flashes. I like the ideas. I just don't think the execution is really happening right now. Like when that flash from KO came through and Whiff didn't end up peeking off of that, something that, I mean, to be fair, it's also mixed. These players probably don't play with each other very often. But it's just some things that you'd like to kind of see. And, well, Frosty's going to have the op. That's the first time anyone's seen one of those. And that's going to be really big. That's going to come through. Here comes the push, though. It will be Optimus Prime and Co. getting ready to push on towards B. But that Molly's actually going to stop them in their tracks. They'll be able to heal back up. Hippolink here, back to 100. Will have lost some of that armor. But that does look like they're still going to try to execute. And Force is going to get out as blind. It's going to be a little too late, though, and it's going to fall. Phoenix now is going to be left up here because Strange is coming all the way around from the other side, and now it's going to be Strange in a 1v4. Probably not coming out on top of this one either right now. Might go for it. Money, not in a good situation, though. You'd probably prefer to just save the rifle, carry it in the next round as maybe a hero rifle of some kind. Instead, going to go for that push, and actually is going to find the op. So that's going to be huge. Just expecting a player from behind. Strange is going to brought this down now into a 1v2. But time is definitely running out here. If he still wants to keep going, going to be running out of time to kind of make any chance. It looks like he's going to try to do it. It's going to hide the drop down with the shot, but it's going to speak out, and that's going to be fine. One is going to get shut down, though, by Atomic. Strains finds 3 and has a really good crack at it, honestly, because the position of Atomic did actually give him a chance to win that 1v4, and it came so close in the end. So yeah, clearly don't have to listen to me. When I say save, you don't actually have to save, and that's exactly what Strange did. Went for it, knows they were going to be in a eco next round anyways, and honestly did a considerable amount of damage. Keeps the economy relatively low. Frosty, I mean, will still have an op, and we'll have enough money to buy an op in the next round as well. It's going to take a couple rounds to break, but for the time being, you're going to see another quasi-buy here coming out of the side of Centennials. It's going to be Knives as well out for Frosty, going for that double updraft play to try to spot somebody up towards heaven. Didn't find anyone. No one was home. So that does mean that they're going to continue forward. That's going to be a Raze ultimate coming through, and it's going to be Phoenix on the receiving end who doesn't go down. Phoenix actually took out Hippolink with that, with the nades. And this is actually going to cause Loud Whine to have to fall back. They're going to retreat. They actually lost their one player, and that's going to be a rifle, I believe, retrieved at some point. If anyone's going to push up towards it, I don't think they're going to do so. It's actually going to be a rotation. This is going to be huge. They think everyone's gone. That flash might actually bring a player back. And yeah, Phoenix is going to come back. They heard that flash. They know that they still might be here. But you can see the spike is now going on that slow rotation here over towards mid. It's going to be in the hands of Coolio making that transition. There is nobody on this side of the map. There's absolutely nobody home. Cherish is going to be the only one remotely close to this. Hasn't heard any footsteps. The players running are all the way over in garage. Is going to swing out at what a moment to swing out, but no, Coolio's going to be there, and so is Frosty. Frosty's on the flank here, basically behind all these players with an op, looking for it, but it's going to be a free bomb plant. Seekers as well invested. A lot of ultimates actually coming out of Loud Whine. And around where they should probably be aware that this is an eco. But they are going to commit. They're going to do everything they want to secure it. They want that 8th round for sure. And meanwhile, you got, 3 players, subpar weaponry. I guess they're not able to recover the rifle that went down in A main. So they're just going to attempt the retake. They're okay dying because it's, they're not holding anything really.
Cover going out.
And they're going to go through. Atomic will find Strange. That does mean this is going to be the last one. And Atomic finds all three, actually. Going up to 12-1. Atomic has barely died this entire map. So really nicely played right now from the side of Loud Whine. Doing a really good job of working their players and working their positioning. So it's been great so far. We're going to see where they end up taking it. We're going to have Strange ultimate available. Phoenix is going to be 2 off of an ultimate as well. On the other side, you're going to have the teleport out of Hippo Link. Atomic is going to be 2 away from investing another lockdown with 12 kills on the board. I mean, you can't really blame it. It's coming quick. That flash is going to spot, well, basically everyone. Unfortunately, it's not the KO knife. You don't actually know how many people you caught with that, but the answer is a lot. A lot were found, and you're going to see the dash will come through with the op in hand. That is one way to do it, but there are actually 3 players stacked up here. They're going to be walking right in towards this. They're going to spot that camera. They do know that the players are here, and Strange is going to peek off of that and brings them down. It's really nicely job done there. Phoenix trying to delay as much as possible up in towards the vents and towards ropes here. As you can see, one player is going to start pushing up to sort of clear it. And that's actually going to be the bomb. This is Atomic walking really deep here. They have not cleared most of this, actually. The flash will come out. They're not really going to peek off of that. Phoenix is going to find one, I think, through the back. That flash will come up there, up towards top. And then, well, there's going to be one. Atomic finds one. Looking for the second. That's going to be the bomb down for the first time. It looks like Loud Whine is not going to be in the advantageous position. They're going to use that Cypher ultimate to force Frosty out. And that is going to be the first round for Centennials, as we do head to round number 10. We're going to see as they're going to be setting up once again. So that's going to be their first round. I mean, right now, Loud Whine has enough money to buy out basically for the rest of the half. Or actually, maybe not for round 12. They do have a fair amount of money in the bank. Centennials there is going to secure that one and will have a decent amount of money. I mean, Cherish has to go to a frenzy even after they won that and they had 3 players alive. But the money was not in the great state. They are going to spot out that there's players here over towards the side of Garage. And that does mean the attack is coming. That blind is going to come through, but that's going to be the Killjoy lockdown coming in. Optimus Prime is going to bounce that nade off the ceiling. That was just unfortunate, and that's going to be delayed even farther. So the Killjoy ultimate coming through. And despite all of that, it looks like they're going to successfully get in. No players are going to be detained, but everyone from Centennials is going to be really close here to be able to get back into this. Coolio is going to put that spike down. It's going to be a 5-on-5 retake here coming through. There's nobody on the flank. I mean, they're not aware of that, but we do, and we can see that. That's going to be an ultimate flying through. Going to find nothing, actually. And the shots will come through. Optimus, though, finds 2 off the rip. Atomic is going to find another, and it's just collapsing from the side of Centennials. 4 go down with no trades, and it's all going to be on Strange coming through Garage, stuck in the back, and probably just looking for exits at this point because there's nothing that he's going to be able to do to win this round. Because that is good. That was just, I mean, the sight hold from the side of Loud Whine was just there. As Strange is going to get one and just going to back out, run away, try to hold on to the rifle if he can. I mean, he's got to like sprint basically into the spawn and is going to just hide out. Is going to hear all the footsteps coming his way, but should be able to hold on to this rifle until the next round. So that's going to be 9 rounds over to the side of Loud Whine. Probably want to avoid the 9-3 curse. We haven't really seen a 9-3 curse actually on stream, but you know, just in case, you know that you don't want to have to deal with that whatsoever. But Loud Whine has been looking dominant so far. 15-2 out of Atomic as well, putting on a performance today. On the other side, I mean, Strange and Phoenix both posting 10 kills each as well. So they're still doing a fair amount of work, but the problem is just is that it's not getting converted to any rounds whatsoever. Loud Whine has rattled off 9 rounds out of 10. And it is looking a bit grim for Centennials on this map 1. You can say that for sure. They're going to be executing here on towards the A site. And they're just going to go right through the front door. They're going to say, hello, we are here. Strange has a rifle in the back, but he's got no armor and only 64 HP. Got lit up, I think, by that nade. Will get concussed. Probably about to get swung on here. Flash comes through. Is actually going to peek out at a good moment. But it's going to go down to the turret. Atomic picks up that kill with the turret of all things. And it's going to be 3v4, but again, the reduced weaponry for the side of Centennials. As you're going to see, I mean, it'll be Frosty here up top. Is actually going to get caught off guard. Cherish is going to take it down to Frosty. That's going to be another rifle recovered. So we're going to see, again, see where this is coming from. The blind will come through. Hippolink is going to spot one. Down goes Forrest. So we're going to see the push around from the side. It's all going to be down on Whiff God. They know where Whiff God is. Flash goes out. They're going to turn away from it. Finds one, but can't turn for the second. And that's going to be Optimus Prime picking that one up. Definitely a lot closer than it probably should have been given the weapon disparity, but Centennials found their ways in, found the positions, cleared out everything that they needed to do. That's going to be a timeout now for Loud Whine as they wonder about how exactly Strange was able to swing out, because we're going to see it's going to be the last round of the half. And I mean, it was close, but at the end it does look like the side of Centennials will have part of a bye, I think. You're going to see a judge on Forest Phoenix, probably going to pick up something like light armor and a bulldog, you probably expect. So they're going to have 4 rifles into the round, which is not going to be terrible. But on the other side, I mean, you're facing down Vandal, Phantom, a Vandal, Operator, and probably another Vandal, and they still have thousands in the bank. So plenty to work off of still. Timeout is going to be active as Frosty Pro sprints out of the room to go to the bathroom. As they're going to get ready to go into round number 12. Definitely not looking too hot here for the side of Centennials. But that is what it is. We're going to be ready to go as everything goes back in. 10 seconds to the start of the round. As it looks like Frosty made it back. And off we go.
Time to mobilize my pack.
As we're going to see again, push does look, I mean, they're just rotating basically between the sites that they want. It's basically just anywhere that Strange goes is where that they end up going towards, it seems like, because they just always end up over there. The camera's actually going to spam through the wall. So they, I mean, I don't know if that was intentional or not, but they were able to get it. The nade is going to force these players back. The nade is probably going to come through as well from Cherish. That's actually going to bounce off and go the other way, but it doesn't matter because Loud Whine is already cleared out. They are evacuating. They're going across. And I think Force may be able to spot this possibly. He has an Ares, and it should have heard that, I think. Should have heard that updraft from Frosty. You're going to see the push coming through. The shots will go through across the board. This Cherish is not going to find anything. And that's going to be an open A site. It's going to be just wide open right now. From the side, Sippelink, I think, yeah, is going to get up towards heaven. And that plant going down. But Forrest is actually going to find Frosty in mid. So this is going to be a 4v4 retake here. The Flash will come through to try to clear this all out. But everyone's going to be on the site. There's going to be ultimates here available. Atomic is going to have that lockdown. So just trying to back away. And barely gets around the corner. Cutting it a little bit close there, but was able to do so. The Seekers come out. The lockdown is probably going to come in any second, but Optimus still holding it down on the site, and Coolio is going to be pressuring up towards top heaven, which means it's all on Whiff God on the site, and Optimus Prime is going to be there to shut it all down. That is an 11-1 half coming out of Loud Whine on their own map pick. So they're looking great as we go in. I mean, they only need 2 more rounds. I mean, it could be over. This pistol takes them up to 12. And then you're going to have to force in if you're the side of Centennials. Not what you want to see, that's for sure. As the players are going to set up Atomic. Still putting on an absolute performance so far on this map. See as well. Yep, I mean, it's just all Loud Whine right now. So we're going to see what Centennials has cooked up for this attacking round. Definitely want to see what strats they've pulled off because, I mean, right now you really haven't had a chance to show anything. And that doesn't help at all. Frosty just dome straight. Strange, the poor guy goes in and gets his head completely blown off. So it's possible that they may go for another hit, and that Flash is actually going to see... We're going to see Cherish, and that is going to be working around the corner, trying to spot this. I mean, they're going to also spot the attack, though. Cherish is going to get brought down significantly low, and there's no heal. As they're going to see as well, the shots will be coming through. As Hippolink is going to go down. Forced will pick that one up. That's going to even up the odds here. Actually, no, there is going to be a heal or a brief bit. It's going to go up to 76. So, I mean, they're still trying to decide where they want to go. The issue, though, is going to be Kuyo. Kuyo is going to be so far pushed up here towards A main. Is going to be picking up that orb, so that does mean that Centennials is going to be aware of his position. So Kuyo is going to have to back up and get around the corner here. And is going to be aware. Actually, I was going to say might have seen Phoenix, but Phoenix, that shot definitely gives it away. That's going to be the rotation coming in. But it's also going to be Cherish in towards mid. Walked right by Frosty. Somehow traded places, but Phoenix will find Coolio. It's going to be a 3v2, and With God knows there's going to be a player up here is going to find Frosty, but Frosty with a third in the round. That Sheriff is going absolutely crazy. Is going to get a reset on the dash as well. Looking to clear these corners. It's going to be a 2v2. Both players are on the site. Both players playing behind cover. Dash is going to run out, and it's going to spot Force back here, but no, both players peek. Both players win their 1v1s. And that's going to be 11-2. Centennials are staving it off a little bit at a time here. We're going to see, as of right now, Cherish, Strange, and Co. are going to be gearing up. Let's see, With God and Co. are going to be set up outside of B. Force is actually going to find the first kill. Frosty, it's just going to be a shove right down in towards the market area here. All the players are coming through. They're not going to find anything out of it. It's all going to be left on Atomic. He's going to get knocked backwards. Not going to find anything. That's going to be a flawless run coming out of Centennials. As they're going to pick up everything basically in that round. Well, I mean, that's going to be carrying a lot of weaponry into the next round as well. 3 Bulldogs were invested by Centennial, so this is actually not going to be that weak of a bonus round. That's still 3 rifles, the 2 Spectres. Going to be a little bit on the weaker, but that does give you the run and gun advantage as well. So you're going to see them just basically just set up, get ready, and see where they're going to be headed here. Because they're not actually going to spawn anything, and I think Strange might have missed that cage there because that landed on top of the roof. But it's going to be the angle held by Frosty. He's going to have to be forced off, though, and is going to back away. So you can see it's going to be full rifles on the side of Loud Whine. Strange with that Sheriff in hand. That was probably Frosty's. Is now occupied in his hands. This is a pre-made team split in half, too, because Strange, Phoenix, Coolio, and I believe it's Frosty all play for the same pre-made team. It's kind of interesting to see both, like, half the team is going at it inside of this match right now. They're going to be making their way here over towards A, but the problem is that the player here is Atomic, and Atomic just immediately removes the head of With God before backing away. Turret there to take contact, and is going to spot Strange, but Strange will find it with the Sheriff, and it's all going to be now just down to the one player. It's going to be Hippolink, who does get traded out. I'm curious now where they're going to choose to take this right now, because you're going to have Frosty up towards Heaven. Phoenix is going to be solo over here because everyone else from the team is still coming over here. They just really got to stall out because you do have that massive flank coming in from Cherish. If Cherish is able to get over there in time. Force is able to find Frosty, though. And surprise, hello. That's going to be a catch out. Both Coolio and Cherish were not ready for that. They are aware of where Optimus Prime is, and they're going to bring him down. That's going to be the bonus. Both teams are taking the bonuses, it looks like, so far. As you're going to see, both these players, or both teams, are going to continue to take some weaponry. So now, I mean, maybe Split is just super attacking sided. You're going to see Centennials going to be picking up everything, basically. And they're going to stack up some money on the other side. Loud Whine going to be forced onto a half buy. You're going to see a couple Marshals, a couple Stingers, some light armor so they can buy into the next round. But it's all going to be full advantage to Centennials. And then who knows? They basically need to go on the same type of round that Loud Whine did to them. And for a match that looked like it was honestly going towards ending early. It doesn't look like that's going to be the case as of right now. Centennials is beginning to find their footing on this attacking half. And I guess being able to shut down Atomic also helps. They're going to be moving in. That cage is going to block off that corner. They're just going to go straight in towards A. They're not even going to bother clearing Heaven, or actually now they will. Atomic should get spotted here. Will do so. Not able to get the right clicks off on a Forrest, and Forrest wins that one. Coolio's going to be in the back here towards screens with a stinger in hand, smoked off. No one's going to push that.
Spike planted.
So we're going to see where they end up going. Optimus, though, is going to find Cherish. So that's going to even things out. 4v4. Weapons definitely not even out. But that's a start. They're going to get one blind off there. Coolio, you're going to see the rest of the players coming in through ropes, but Coolio will get dropped. The shots will come through. Optimus Prime is going to find one with that picked up Vandal. And Whiff God's actually going to go down in the back. It's now a 3v2. The retake is on. The Optimus Prime, though, is still on 5 HP, is going to dash right through into it. But it's going to be Strange now in the 1v2. Finds one and knows the second player is going to be pushing. Just is going to play Ring Around the Rosie right now. Is going to go down, but I don't think Hippolink has the time to get this defused off. And that is going to be another Centennials round. So a big win coming out of the side of Centennials. I mean, Loud Whine did a significant amount of damage in that round, but in the side of Centennials, you'd won 4 straight rounds coming out of that pistol. You have plenty of cash to back it up for sure. So they're gonna have plenty. They're gonna buy up. So is Loud Whine. Loud Whine, this is basically your round now that you're looking to just shut this down. You want to end it. You're gonna pick up this. You'll probably have to beat them one more time in full rifles, but it's not going to matter. You've done it for an entire half. You know Loud Whine is looking to continue to do so here. So they're actually going to get pushed out of garage. It's going to be, it looks like Frosty that came charging forward is going to look for something, is going to dash out immediately. So Strange is going to be the one pushing up here. And they're going to be just working this mid. Maybe just trying to find an early pick. Boombot's going to go in here towards ropes. Not going to find anything, though, but Strange is going to be pushed really far forward. Whiff God is going to find Hippolink. They are aware that Coolio's going to be in here, but they did clear out the Heaven player, which means that might be the go button. The problem is that your spike is so far away. Cherish is all the way on the other side of the map, but it's all going to be on Frosty. The site take is coming through, and it's going to be Frosty trying to deal with everything in the back. You're going to see the nades will come flying through. The shot, oh, what a shot that was out of Frosty. Just taps the head of Strange. Atomic is going to find another. Atomic finds one. Frosty finds another. And this might be the shutdown round. It's going to be Cherish in a 1v4. Is going to pick up shots. Do some damage there, but it's going to get picked off by Frosty from behind with 3 players surviving. Loud Whine finds match point.
Match point.
Really big round there out of Loud Whine. It kind of shut down the momentum. You are going to see, though, another buy coming out of Centennials. They are going to have probably some limit or decent amount of utility. Actually, they have full utility basically across the board, except for, I think, Whiff God's down a flash. Other than that, they have basically everything that they want. Half shield as well coming through. So we're going to see where they do end up going here. There's going to be ultimates available on both sides as well. You're going to have the Showstopper. And you're going to have the Seekers as well as the Lockdown. So a fair amount of stuff. Hippo, I guess, just going to walk right into it. But Strange is going to be faster on the flick. Frosty, though, was able to pick one off towards B. And they're going to come right through the screen there of Strange. But Frosty is just going huge right now over on the B site. Shutting down the garage push. They spotted the spike as well. That's going to cause a rotation. And you're going to see Atomic will get caught, though, by Whiff God. Optimus Prime is just going to dash out. And is going to get out and retreat to re-link up with a teammate. But they know that both players are Heaven. Optimus did spot both players, so they should know the position of where these players are coming from. Frosty's going to be buried back in the garage. So we're going to see where they're going to go. Optimus, though, is actually going to spotted, I think, a player. No! I don't think he spotted him. And that's going to cost him his life. He's going to go down. And it's all now going to be left on towards Frosty in the 1v2 here. They do have to retrieve the spike, though.
30 seconds left.
And they're going to be limited time as well. That's going to be the first push out, but Whiff God will win that 4K in the round. and that's going to bring him to 6. So that's going to be huge round 1 by the side of Centennials. That should force an eco out of Loud Whine. I don't think enough players have money on the team to be able to commit to a full buy here. So this should be Centennials, in theory, finding a 7th round, but you never know. Because it seems to be like the most unexpected things happening as of right now. We're going to see Forrest will have a sheriff in hand, the rest of the team with rifles on the other side, 3 pistols, 2 SMGs. And because, of course, it is Frost, he's going to be peeking with that sheriff. And it doesn't matter, sheriff or vandal, the headshots have been crisp tonight for sure. That is going to be a null command, though. That's going to prevent the dash from going off. Frosty has to retreat. That's going to be a full slam here, coming here towards the A site. The nade will come through. Frosty's going to pull all the way back. And they're actually going to commit an ultimate as well here as well. You're going to see 2 ultimates coming through. That's going to find Optimus Prime in the back. But Atomic was thinking about the lockdown. I think they're going to probably want to save that for a gun round. But Frosty will pop those knives. Looking to finish it right here and right now. I can see the players are just going to be entrenched on the site. They're going to be knocking them all down, though. It's all going to be on Frosty. Looking for the knives. Finds 1, but it's not going to be enough. 3 survive on the side of Centennials, and they're going to find a 7th round.
Who needs something?
They're going to call a timeout on the defensive side, called by Coolio. Captain's going to arrange the soldiers right now, get them all in order, get all the ducks in a row, because right now Centennials is mounting quite a comeback. Yes, Loud Whine only needs 1 more round, but that's still a round you need to find. So I'm going to bring up the scoreboard real quick. Atomic has slowed down, but you do see Atomic and Frosty both breaking 20. On the other side, Phoenix and Strange both at 17 apiece at the top of the leaderboard. Doing a solid job holding it down, especially into this comeback. They've only lost 1 round so far on this half. The problem is that before this, in the first half, they only won 1 round. So, you know, pretty good distance to go for the time being. We're going to see here. Timeout's going to be counting down. They're going to be working on this. This will be rifles. This will be an op in the hands of Frosty as well. So a lot of options and tools available. I mean, look, Loud Whine has 4 ultimates available. Showstopper, Seekers, as well as the Lockdown are significant ultimates. The Teleport, not so much. But the rest of them definitely have round-changing capabilities. So we're going to see Frosty is probably going to go over towards B with that op. Going to peek garage aggressively the way that Frosty's been doing so far this round. Or maybe we'll hold a more passive angle because he knows that they're expecting it. But it won't matter. Everyone is over here towards A. The Seekers right off the rip actually are going to spot this. Flash will come through as well. And that is going to be an ultimate. Optimus Prime is going to find Forrest. And Whiff God is going to eat part of that ultimate as well. That is a huge start from Loud Whine as they're going to go charging forwards here. The nade into sewers as well. As it looks like they're thinking of committing forward. Coolio is thinking about this. Might just dog and clear it out, but meanwhile the fight is going to be going on towards mid. Hippolink is not going to get out. Strange is going to pick him off. Knows there's a second here. It's going to be Atomic. Not the player you probably want to have to be dealing with right now. But it's going to reveal the positions of these players. So Cherish should know. And Cherish is actually going to be walking behind 2 players. They don't have their guns out. They almost line up for him, but no, he's not able to finish the kill. It's going to be down to Whiff God and Strange in a 2v4 for the map. As Whiff God is not going to spot that player in the back either. They have no idea. He's going to walk right into the ultimate. The shot will go wide. And they're now going to have to think about where they're going to take this. They know the op is staring them down. As we're going to see as well, Whiff God. He's going to find 1 though, so Coolio will find it. I'm going to have to back it up. Optimist is going to be set up in the top of ropes. And you're going to have the side of Frosty is going to be here. They're going to walk right through, but Frosty's going to miss the shot. He's going to miss the second one as well and is just going to be forced to retreat. Meanwhile, they're going to be out on towards the bomb site. That's going to be Strange. Planting that spike. Going to get that one down. Is going to have to move. The shot's going to miss again. It's a 2v2 now, so this is significantly more doable. The op shots have not been able to land. Strange is going to be set up on this corner. Optimus Prime might walk right into him. The gun barrel is going to be out, but Optimus is going to spot him. It's all going to be on Whiff God now. As the Killjoy ultimate comes out as well. They're going to spot 1, but nope, there's going to be the other. Optimus Prime walks out at the same time. Good trade It's going to be 13-7. Loud Whine will take map number 1. And Split is going to be theirs. Defense, Loud Whine on the attack. And I got a co-caster. Yay!
Hello, guys. Guess who's back?
Guess who woke
Janice
up?
is in
We're
the
all
house.
good, ready to go.
Yep,
excited.
looking like... Yeah, from what I've heard, it's been a pretty fast start on the last map, but this map, hoping to get a little bit closer if you're in for a good game or if you're ready to go to bed. Hopefully we'll keep it up the pace, but either way, looking to just gonna be a little slow start from Cloud Whine, just going for basic information. Playing nice and slow for the default. Meanwhile, Centennials just kind of spread out. 1-1-3. Seeming like it's stacked towards the A side. I say that as the rotates start to come over towards that west side of the map. Garage pressure seemed to be the name of the game for Centennials. They do have all of garage, and they're going to move up towards window, and Phoenix is going to take first contact. The classic, not finding the shots. The right click, however, it's going to be finally good. Help us Strange to get that kill, but Hippo's there for the trade. Spike's going to go down. In the meantime, Strange finds one. The defense comes in fast for the retake, and just down the hoop in a 1v4. Able to even the numbers out. 1v3.
Oh, and that's going to be a surprise. Whiff God coming in on the flank. And that's going to be Centennials picking up the opening pistol. They looked pretty good in that setup. I mean, the control there for Loud Whine was pretty solid, going through the garage, clearing that all out. But unfortunately, at the very end, not able to do so as they get wiped trying to enter the site. Something to note as well is that Loud Whine is not running an info initiator. They have 0, actually. They have the breach for flashes, but they have nothing else because they're running a double sentinel comp. On the other side, Centennials has 2 info initiators and no flashes. I mean, you have Omen, I guess. I guess that kind of counts. You don't have like a breach or a KO or a Sky or anything. They have a Fade and a Sova. So that's kind of interesting. You have 2 ways of reliable info. But Loud Whine is going right down the throat, right through the middle. There is nobody home.
They already have the B side taken before you can even count. The Spike's going to go down relatively easily. The Paint Shell's going to force a relocation. The Dart's going to be spammable. And yeah, Force is able to take out Adam. However, there is a trade on the other side. 4v4 now. Spike's still yet to go down. Frosty's going to take the hands, but has 34 health already. Going to get flashed up. Waiting for the push ahead, but Forrest grabs another one. 3v4 in favor of the defenders. A 3k for Forrest. Make that a 4k, and he is on for the ace. Spam through. Finally going to stop Optimus Prime with that right click with the classic, but Strange is there to clean up. Centennials. 2 on the board for them with only 2 players dropped. Excellent retake from them.
They're going to maintain a lot going to the next round too. You're going to have that. You're going to have at least 1 Bulldog. There was a second, I believe, bought up, and I don't know if they're going to retrieve that. It doesn't look like they will. So they're going to succeed in maintaining that. They're going to get some rifles as well. So you're going to have a pretty good buy. Or Phoenix might actually just choose to just low buy here. Save that money, go into the next round. That looks like that's what's going to be the decision. On the other side, Loud Whine is going to get all the rifles up. They are now going to be back in business. Get everything that they need. And get set up for this attack. I mean, double sentinel, probably not your best attacking comp. I mean, you have all the flank watch you could ever want. The problem is that getting onto the site, definitely a lot harder. You're relying pretty heavily on Frosty to find some kind of a pick, especially when they have the info and they can spot you out just like that. As you can see, Frosty's going to actually push forward, go right by that smoke, and we're going to see that I think the rest of the team as well. Loud Whine is just coming up on this.
Flash is good. Paranoia is going to take him down. The spam through from Forrest is good. Another kill added to the Omen for the side Centennials, and that's going to force the rest of Cloud Whine to back up. Paint Shells will find a little bit of damage on the Hippo. The TP out there will keep him relatively safe. Meanwhile, most of the team has scaled the garage, but Phoenix is there. Runs over, get the Sheriff, headshot. And Cherish on the other side, on the B side, able to find Coolio lurking through mid. That's just going to leave these last 2 members of Cloud Whine to just lurk around and find anything. Good timing for Hippo to get through Haybell.
That's going to be rifles retrieved as well for the side of Centennials. I mean, the Bulldog is going to do work. It's all going to be now an Atomic and a 1v5. 30 seconds on the board. Phoenix is going to be here and it's going to be pretty low HP, but Atomic probably just looking to get that bomb plant down. And they're going to successfully get that off, it looks like here. The pack actually was going to deny it. That was huge out of Phoenix.
Holy. And the jump and the high peak. And that's going to be the reinforcements comes out. 1 good for Adams. But Phoenix is there to clean up the mess. 3-0 now Centennials as they win their bonus round.
Yeah, Atomic was
I wanna
just put in
talk
a
about this
really awkward
composition.
position. And, I mean, doesn't work out. And they're going to be forced back onto a low buy. So, I mean, Centennials, I mean, you win your bonus and you convert everything. They have 5 rifles. You didn't even need to worry.
These double Sentinels over on the side of Loud Whine, while it's going to be great on locking down 3 sites here on Haven. I mean, right now on this attacking side, it's going to be so difficult, as you were talking about, gather information and locking down and getting into the site. It's a lot of relying on Frosty on that jet to get so much done. As you can see, the tip of the spear is going to be holding up, locking down, watching the CT pass. But Spike might be able to go down. No one on this side, as it seems that all Centennials are going to be playing for the retake. And yes, there's the Spike down. A chance for Cloud Whine to get their first round, but it's going to be Cherished from Heaven, able to find Hippo. Find the Spike planter, already a 5v4.
Here we're going to see, I mean, Forrest is going to be in on the retake. The rifles are going to be in. That's one retrieved weapon. They're going to clear Heaven. They know everyone's off the site. And that does mean that they're going to be able to rotate. But they haven't checked actually where. But the smoke is going to run out. Whiff almost dies by falling out of Heaven. That at the end of Optimus Prime is going to be the last player remaining with this Sheriff around the corner in a 1v4. There's going to be a really low Spike, or Strange. But
Get
this
spam through?
I mean, yeah, the smoke fades. You're just greeted with the absolute firing squad of 3 rifles pointed at you. And not long for the world, that's for sure. But we are going to head
3
to
seconds.
the next round. And it's going to, I mean, this
You
is
can
kind
see
of
it.
like how Loud Whine came out in the last map. It was just all them. I mean, I think they got 9 off in a row before Centennials won a round.
Oh, dang.
And it's kind of looking pretty similar. They've also left the Spike behind, so someone has to go back and get that. And they're going to remember to do so they'll pick that one up.
Come on, let's go.
And we're going to be looking into, it looks like it's going to be an A lobby start here. I mean, yeah, like...
Once again, I want to see the Cypher lurk more. I mean, that's one of the things you're playing the Cypher. You can have such map-wide pressure just by placing these trips around. But it seems like Cloud Whine wanted to be stacking all 5 and just bursting onto the site together to make up for the lack of extra initiators. But it's going to be Cherish holding down this A side. The Killjoy grabs 2 off the bat. Frosty, the updraft plate, is able to finally take it down, but it's a 4v3. And it's so much needs to be done. Neural Ceph to go out, but it's too late. Strange finds 2, and it's just on a Hippo in a 1v4. How much can this Omen do? And it seems that Cloud Whine are going to go down to 5-0 here on Haven. Spam through from Heaven's going to be good. Forrest picks up a kill for themselves, and it's going to be 5-0. Nearly flawless round from Centennials on this defense. And Cloud Whine are searching for answers.
Yeah, Loud Whine. There's going to be the timeout. They're trying to figure out what exactly they're going to do with that right now because it's not working out here. As you're going to see, I mean, that double Sentinel... I mean, they just can't find enough information. The problem is that once you get a site, you're probably locking it down really nicely here because you do have that double Sentinel. It makes the retakes very difficult. The problem, though, is that they have not been able to make it onto a site so far. Like, every time, they're just being stuffed because they don't have the info to be able to clear out the corners on the site, especially on a map like Haven where there's so many spots that you can just hide out in and take cover. And I mean, the jet doesn't have that kind of clearing utility the way that the Raze does. You don't have the nades, you don't have the boom bop or anything. It's all on you and a gun. So far, Loud Whine is having a lot of difficulty finding success with the composition that they're running. So I'm kind of curious. I mean, once the defense rolls around, maybe it's going to be a lot better. But the problem is that by the time you get to that defense, you might be down like 10 rounds.
Yeah, I mean, you saw in round 4, like, Cloud Whine were on a weaker buy. Centennials had full rifles, and Cloud Whine able to walk into the A site, get the Spike down, and all of a sudden you saw how dangerous that retake position was. Cloud Whine able to drain the clock down to 3 seconds. And Centennials were able to finally close out that round, but the damage done was so great, even with the weakened buy. This time, seems things are going to be changed up. Cypher is going to be... just going to be lurking towards that A side, which I really like. Some map pressure going to be granted as Frosty looking for the headshot with that Marshall. It's going to be a very deep smoke. And once again, Frosty's going to push out. Did see that rotate from Cherish to get over towards Garage, and it's just going to be some spam over towards the C site. Knives are available. Get bursted for Frosty. So now a little more weaponry. As 4 members are leaning towards the C site, and that's just gonna leave only 1 towards that A. But no one's there right now. Maybe the Frosty with the jet knives.
Yeah, I just whiffed.
Right click from Frosty.
Doesn't work out there. That's going to be the first one down. I mean, it's just going to be kind of one by one. Into the blender we go. Atomic, who had a standout performance on map 1, looking to make an impact here. Now Optimus Prime also going to go down. There goes Atomic. There goes Coolio. And the last one's just going to be Hippolink left in the 1v5 with... I was going to teleport. I was going to say right on top of the molly. Doesn't even make it there though, as Whiff God removes the head. And that's going to be 6-0, so Centennials on their own map pick. Coming out really strong here.
Both of, like, it just seems like defense has an answer for every single thing Loud Whine does. They're taking advantage of the lack of information utility, as you keep talking about. And Centennials, despite going down in the last map so fast, seems like it doesn't stop them. They are completely on a roll here on their map pick. And it's up to Loud Whine, now having rifles in hands. Now they have to find an answer. And it seems putting their breach on C. Draw some fake pressure potentially. Nice little dart just to clear out B, the market, and it seems like Loud Whine are playing a little bit further out this time. Still leaning towards that A main pressure, and actually it's going to be looking like a decent site. It's just going to be Phoenix Void in heaven to just hear and delay pressure. Smoke going to be smoked out, and he's just going to be left by himself, and that's going to force Atomic to just push out a little bit more. Boombot going to be destroyed immediately, and yeah, that's going to be the site given up. No fast retakes seem to come in, and Frosty's going to play very aggressive. And there's the spike down, but there's the Nightfall. So fast already, and Frosty's got to get out of there in a hurry, but is going to be spotted out with that trade. But the duel comes in, and it's going to be Frosty that wins it out. First pick goes in favor of Loud Whine, but it's going to be immediately traded out by Cherish. Lockdown also invested, actually. Molly going to be broken now, but one still survives just to delay the spike tap. Cherish is able to find one, but it's again traded out by Atomic Prime. Finally, a 3v3. Forrest finds one, but there's another try. Out with this Prime with 2k for themselves, but in Coolio, the aftershock so good, but Phoenix holds the spike down.
Just
a 3k for Optimus, but it isn't in time.
Yeah, they just weren't able to get back there and check the spike in time. They got it to half, I believe, before the aftershock killed the player that was on the spike. And I think Loud Whine thought they had a little more time than they did. And in that gap, it just allows Phoenix to just hop the spike, hold it down. No one was there to clear it out. And unfortunately, that does mean that, I mean, they're just all over the place right now. You look at the money right now, they are going to have full rifles going into this round. But it's just not looking hot. The initiators on Centennials doing a lot of work. That Nightfall was absolutely massive as well. As we're going to see the dart come through. Frosty going to spot that, break it immediately. So they're aware there's somebody here, and that shooting tells you there's someone near garage as well. But that fade is not going to catch anything over towards A. So I mean, the info game is on. Not a whole lot is really going down. And we're going to see where these teams try to figure it out. But yeah, Optimus Prime backing away. Everyone just kind of holding a default here. I mean, it looks like they're just trying to let Coolio go up and try to just find something.
Coolio and Frosty. Frosty disrespected the window smoke, and it's already pushed all the way through. B may have deciding to back out, but it's strange, actually. He is so far pushed up. They have the ability. They have all of A control, and that spike is leading towards that garage hit, but they're going to be walking into 2 defenders. Frosty has to make a play here. They're just the Star Jet. Atomic takes contact, does take the bolt blast pack, and the Boombot down immediately. So some util used, but with 35 seconds left, it's got to be committed somewhere. And there hasn't been any C main pressure, but it's actually going to be the lockdown used. Just potentially, at least considering it might be a B hit at this way. 20 seconds left. They're still walking, but it's going to be the Rolling Thunder clearing out that A link, but going to find no defenders. A little unlucky. But it's going to be Frosty and Optimus who are able to pick up the kills. Optimus with a 2k, and it's a 5v2. This seems to be the round that Loud Whine are going to win their first.
Yep, I mean, right now, it's just going to be Cherish. He's going to be all the way in the back here, trying to figure out where to go. They're not aware that there's a player that's wrapped all the way through their spawn as well. Hippolink went all the way around. That's going to be the first player removed. Strange is going to get another. So this is going to be Centennials making this doable. That should actually spot another player as well. Is not going to check the close corner though. Cherish will find one, but knows there's another player that's going to re-peek back from mid, but that is going to be Loud Whine. The attackers coming through. They're going to find that one, and that's their first of the map so far.
Cloud.
7-1.
Loud Whine played that absolutely patiently, played that perfectly. The Rolling Thunder, the clear out beam, the entire D side and that A link, and Frosty able to come up dash onto top of B and just being able to find one kill. 2 more kills go the way, and they're finally able to get a man advantage into the post plant situation, which is exactly what Loud Whine's gameplay is. Yeah, it's great that it's finally worked, but happened on round 8. There are so few rounds left in the half. How much more can be done? We get into it. Just gonna be slow default pressure once again, which I mean worked last round. Try it again. Play spread out. Play for information. You don't have those initiators.
Tarek just absolutely just one-tap Strange in the face. Strange was trying to get aggressive there towards A long and just goes down. But Whiff God is going to be able to sneak up, is going to catch Optimus Prime in the back. The rotations come through from the other side of the map. They're already over there towards C. And it looks like now there's some hesitation. You can see some of the players thinking about moving towards C. Cherish is going to catch a player in Garage, but Frosty's going to win that gunfight down to 12 HP. Not a whole lot. Phoenix has an operator out as well. Is going to spot these players coming out. That's going to be a second on the round. And is going to try to back away. And is going to succeed in doing so. So that's going to be the operator maintained off the site. 2v3. And it looks like Coolio's just now going to get this spike down. And there's going to be the Hunter's Fury. And it's going to be down to 2 HP. And it's all down now to Hippolink. He gets shot in the back.
Push out.
And then that's another round for Centennials.
Phoenix Voids with 3K for themselves. 2 huge operator shots to lock down this C site for them. And he was able to just completely keep it in his favor. Excellent stuff coming from Centennials. Despite losing and giving up that Loud Whine's first round, they were able to hold it down and immediately rebound back. There is no stopping the Centennials trains here on their map pick of Haven. And yeah, excellent stuff. Despite going down the first pick, they were able to immediately trade it out over on the A site, recognize that it wasn't going to be an A hit, and keep the reinforcements leaning towards that C, leaning towards that garage. And it just worked out that Phoenix Voids is kind of insane and hit 2 huge shots. It's very pretty operator skin.
No, the Origin Collection, definitely one of the nicer ones. I really do like the way the skin works, and like when you inspect it and the gun separates, like it looks so nice. Frosty going for those double up drafts again. It's not been the first time. We saw a couple of them on split, not able to find anything, and no one's really given an opportunity to be kind of picked off there. So early good wins in good position. Phoenix will get spotted though. That operator is going to ring out, not going to find a target. But Frosty's already in towards garage. Frosty's in so deep already and is going to miss the right click.
Oh, goes for the right click play once again. It's going to just have a classic as Phoenix Void holding that garage angle, able to get the first pick once again. It forces push all the way through A short. Might have a 1v1 against Optimus Prime, but Optimus gonna back up, but on the other side of the map, Cherish and Strange each able to find one. Strange finds a second kill, and they know exactly where Atomic is. 1v5 with the stinger in hand. Not much can be done. Cherish able to pick up the Killjoy counterpart. That's gonna be 9 going into round 11. Centennials looking absolutely flawless here on their map pick.
Yeah, I mean, each team, their own map picks are looking fantastic. I mean, it's going to be round 11 as we're going to be spotting on where these ones are going to go. I mean, right now, the money is just unlimited for the side of Centennials. There is so much in the bank right now for this team. Loud Whine is going to be working with rifles this round. The problem is that they probably won't have rifles going into the next round. So we're going to have to see where they're going to end up taking it. Looks like it's going to be a lot of A main control is the name of the game. And this will be Phoenix with that op.
And able to find the first pick. Loud Whine still haven't used their Killjoy lockdown. You have to think this has to be the round they use it. This round or the next round. Boombot to clear out A main. It allows Phoenix Voids to push out. Potentially push with that operator again, but it's going to get smoked up. Ops to stay on site with the Killjoy. And that's going to be the retreat from Loud Whine as they're going to look towards this B side once it's hit. Spike already ahead of everyone. How protected are they going to be? how much Atomic waiting for some reinforcement. No Jet to help with the initiation. And there's the lockdown. Finally going to be here to clear out the B site, but it's still so much time. Strange might be stuck, but is able to get a timing to lurk, get to safety through that A main, and it's going to be just playing back and play that retake for Centennials. Caesar's actually going to grab a tonic, and there's the trade out 400 for lockdown. Strange and Cherish able to find one. Finally traded that by Optimus Prime, but the 2v4 operator shot goes a little bit wide, and Phoenix picks up the Vandal. All of Loud Whine back up out of the Killjoy ult. No one gets detained. But Optimus is down to 30 health. Gonna get tagged up. The spray through gonna be through the smoke. Gonna be good for Strange. The flank is good. Atomic able to pick up 1v2 situation for the Killjoy. Not able to find the 1v4. Strange able to grab that plant, grab that kill, and grabs the defuse. 10-1 for Centennials of going around 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I mean, the
Excellent
buy is,
stuff.
okay, I thought the buy was not going to be that good, but actually 5 rifles is pretty good. They actually got a lot more out of this than I was expecting them to, that's for sure. So, I mean, you're going to have Loud Whine with 3 Vandals, 2 Bulldogs, and, I mean, they got to be pretty happy with that buy actually going this round, but, I mean, Centennials is just returning the favor right now. Is basically what's going on, is they are just working them all. And, I mean, we're looking towards a possible 11-1 half.
2 away from the Rolling Thunder for the side of Loud Whine, and that was what gave them their first round win, but it seems like it's just going to be a really fast A aggression. No one holding the site, just the Killjoy utility. Fault line to grab no one, but Frosty already has the site. Smokes are going to go out to help. Some mollies to deny the plant, but it's going to go down. It seems inevitable, but it's going to be the... It's going to be the showstopper. Not going to get too much value, but on the other side, it is a trade out. Cherish from Heaven going to get spammed through. Atomic able to find that kill. 4v3 in favor of Loud Whine. Spike still yet to go down, though. Force on this flank could be absolutely huge. And yes, does a TP. Is it heard? This flank could be huge, but Hippo's able to find another kill. 4v2, make it a 4v1 as Atomic finds Whiff God.
Spike planted.
This lurk could be everything, but it is a 1v4. It's going to get spotted out. 3K from Atomic, allowing it to be at a 10-2 half for Loud Whine. Centennials looking absolutely dominant on defensive as they switch sides on this attack, and it's up to Loud Whine to hold with little margin for error.
Yeah, I mean, going into this right now, the attack for Centennials has just been absolutely dominant. Loud Whine not been able to get much going, but this is also where the comp should shine. Right, this is the situation now. It's on defensive side. You have 2 Sentinels to be able to lock down 2 sites, and then you can focus a lot of your manpower towards that one remaining one. So overall, not that bad. You're probably pretty okay, Loud Whine. They're probably pretty confident in being able to make this recovery. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to be putting out here as we move forward.
Pistol round has to be the first place to start, and it's going to be Frosty holding long. Going to take a little bit of chip damage, but unable to find the headshot, the first kill in the round. And it's going to be really fast A pressure for the Centennials. Phoenix going to be the tip of the spear for their team. And it looks like it's going to be just a fast A hit through and through. Paint shells to clear out CT. Forward to take care of one of the mollies. And it's going to be the first kill granted to the Phoenix, but it's going to be a trade. Atomic able to find 2 quick classic right kills. Goes for the 3rd, but has to reload. Oh my goodness, the classic! Holy crap! A 3K from Atomic, holding down the side with the classic. Had to switch to the frenzy, but it's not enough. Centennials flood the side, and all of Loud Whine fall. And the pistols granted to the side of the Centennials as they're up 11-2 in this game. Loud Whine had to buy up this round. There's no other way you have a chance.
Yeah, man, right now it's going to be 11-2. You're going to buy what you can. They're force buying into the round. I mean, the problem is that if you lose this, you got absolutely nothing on match point. But you're going to see where they're going to take it. And fair amount right now in the hands of them, as they're going to be making their way over to the other side.
Centennials looking to switch sides, go over towards the C side, but it's going to run to the Cypher setup. Paintshell's unable to find anything, but it's actually going to be Optimus Prime who's going to get sprayed through. Coolio trying to help out from the spawn, but Strange is able to flick around, survive on 47 health, and that's a spike down for Centennials already. 40 seconds stopping. 40 seconds from Loud Whines and Centennials. Going to match point here on the map. Forrest watching the flank. Atomic goes down. Frosty falls, and Hippo with a Bucky. Nothing to be done. A flawless round for Centennials as they're at match point, and they are one round away from bringing us to a map 3, Shio.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be, it's looking right now pretty much like we're going to map number 3. It is going to be Lotus. So definitely interesting to see how that one is going to play out for both of these teams here. Because, I mean, every team has been dominant on their map pick, but Lotus was a decider map. It's not anyone's pick, so we're going to have to see. I mean, we do know that the side of Centennials did play it a fair bit, so I'm curious. I don't know how many reps Loud Whine got on it, but probably a decent number, and they're probably going to be pretty okay with that pick as well. So definitely looking forward to seeing how these teams are going to come out of it. As they're going to be pushing forward here. They're going to seize that one player, Hippolink. They're going to be aware, yeah, and Stranger's just going to pick him off. Down he goes.
Horrible start for Loud Whine already. Optimus Prime already going to get spotted out. Tagged up with some damage from Forrest. It's going to be Strange able to find another kill, and Forrest wins their 1v1. 2v5. So much in the hands of Optimus Prime. Able to get one, but it's all down to Coolio in a 1v4. 2 players are low, so it isn't impossible, but how much can be done? Momentum is completely on the side of Centennials on this map. Still gonna go for this aggressive pull, but Strange is holding the flank. A 3K for the fade.
Jet, Cypher, Omen on the other side. Jet, Harbor, Breach, Viper, and Killjoy. There's only like, what, the Jet duplicates between the two teams, and that's it. That's literally all that there is. Incredible.
Loud Whine playing for more closer to meta composition with that fault line with the breach, Killjoy utility, and the double smokes. Meanwhile, Centennials pulling every trick out of the book after coming away with a dominant Haven. These teams seem to be evenly matched, but it's gonna be Frost. It's gonna be Loud Whine here on the attack, and after falling so hard on Haven, looking for a rebound. We're hoping for a close map 3. It's going to be just a slow default this round. Pushing through A main. Frosty, look at.
We're going to see. I mean, Frosty's going to be so far pushed all the way up. Through A. Doesn't get the head, though, and WiffGod picks that one up. WiffGod took a decent amount of damage and actually cannot heal yourself, this guy. So, unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. But the push now is going to be coming out of C main here, it looks like. Atomic does know there's 2 players here. And that's going to be a backup, but it looks like they're going to pivot here, and they're going to try to hit C.
Yep. A high tide from the harbor is going to be good for now. Wingman just to get a flash, and it will stop the plan from going down immediately, but there it is. Going to be the Cove to help protect that spike plant. The pistol's not going to be able to break that fast enough, and it's going to be the spike down for Loud Whine. Now it's the retake. 5v4. That's a great start. Already a 5v3. Strange able to pick up the first kill. Gonna be another kill for WiffGod. Centennials looking to keep up this momentum right where it started, but Atomic One able to find one at least, but that's all it's gonna be. 4 players stay alive for Centennials, and they're gonna start Lotus with a round win.
We know what we're doing.
And that's gonna be some big momentum again. Like we were talking about, the momentum swing that is currently coming through between these two teams. Centennials has all the momentum coming off of that last map right now. As you can definitely see, they're going to be hot. Their guns are ready. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to end up doing next here. As we do see the buyout is going to come through. It's going to be 4 Spectres and a Marshal. So a lot of run and gun action. No Bulldogs, surprisingly. And Cherish is going to be on that early jet. Is going to get just absolutely stunned up. Is going to have to dash out the flash and team support. You really like to see it. The team support coming through to make sure that Cherish gets out of there.
Yep.
We have to
just help get some information, get onto the site, and it's going to allow some passage through. And Frosty's able to pick up the first kill. Phoenix falls. There's the Gecko down. Bunch of initiator utility lost, but the Sky's still available. But the spike is going to go down to Loud Whine. It's going to be on the other side. Even numbers are even out. Cherish able to find Frosty, find the jet counterpart. It's going to be this Cascade, going to be holding back defenders from Waterfall. Strange is just playing so patiently. Walks into the cove, gonna be met with a turret. And they're gonna have to topside a little bit, but it's gonna be actually this double peek. Cloud able to pick up the kill into the Cypher. 4v3, make it a 3v3. Wolfgod's able to trade it out and Cherish. The rest of Centennials coming out. Now to help this defuse go through, it's gonna be Forrest gonna hold on to the spike, but the aftershock is good to delay a little bit. Atomic able to find 1 kill. They have to get the diffuser down, but it's gonna be Wolfgod holding it down. 3 kill for the Sky, and Forrest has just enough time to get the defuse. Second round 1 for Centennials, but not without a cost.
Yep, I mean, it was significant damage done here. And you're going to see some buy up. Strange looking like he's going to buy a Phantom. Curious to see if that actually maintains and keeps it, to be honest. Because a lot of the stuff that they've been doing is that they've been just kind of half buying into these bonus rounds here and then just going full rifles afterwards. But it does look like that Phantom is going to stay. That's going to be some weapons in place of the side of Centennials. And they're going to be facing down all the rifles. Also something to note is that Cloud has subbed in. There was a swap. And the substitute has come in. It did get a little bit late. So these players are going to be, unfortunately, going to bed. We do have bedtimes. It is what it is. So we're going to be ready to still continue forward because we do have a match ahead of us still.
No rest for the wicked for us, Shio, as we're going to get right into round 3. It's going to be Frosty actually pushed out. A classic in the hands of Phoenix, and this time, no magic to occur. Frosty able to get the first pick. Weapon advantage in favor of Loud Whine, as you were talking about. That spike seems to go down. With God, it's going to have a chance to get out a drop, but it's going to be watched for. Sky falls. It's already a 3v5 for the retake. Centennials. Cherish does spot that turret. And it's going to be surrounded fairly quickly. Fault line is going to stun them up. Force has to try and get out of there. The spray through is going to be too fast, too much. And it's just a Cherish and a 1v5 already. Cherish shots go a little bit wide. Has to reload. Able to back out. But it's going to be Coolio with the classic. Able to find that. First round on the board for Loud Whine. And we are not going to have a shutout map.
No, absolutely not. I mean, they're going to be there to return the favor, and that should now be rifles coming out of the side of Centennials. So they're Strange. Bought a rifle in the last round. Doesn't have enough money, actually, to buy up. So this is going to be a little bit awkward buy. As you can see, a lot of players switching some stuff around here. Strange, I think, is going to just buy up some utility, maybe a pistol. You're going to see a Guardian and a Stinger. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here. There seems to be some interesting buys and decisions coming out of Centennials as they're trying to make all this stuff work. But it's going to be the opening starts.
Yeah.
And again, like the double controller, the Harbor and the Viper, the way you're able to secure this kind of control and push players back, they're playing it quite well here. I'm very happy with how things are going so far.
Dizzy just to grab some information. Won't be retrievable for Phoenix for a hot minute. But it seems that Loud Whine understand that, hey, that was a great round, and they're going to... Centennials going for this half buy. Was it Centennials on the half buy? Right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, Centennials on this half buy as they're going to opt to try and buy into the next round. But they still have plenty of money to do some huge damage going into this half. With God's Guiding Light, unable to find anything, but on the other side, on this A side, Frosty plays, able to take down the jet counterpart. Already personnel advantage for the side of Loud Whine. And they're going to be looking over towards the C side where Forrest is only holding a Stinger. This weapon upgrade is going to be huge, and with the Rolling Thunder, so the side's going to be cleared out completely. Blind from Forrest, pondering it, but opting not to. Frosty already pushed all the way deep towards spawn. It's going to be running into 2 defenders here. Could be huge, and it's going to be the double peek. Strange able to find one on the other side, but Optimus Prime finds one, finds two. 2v4 in favor of Loud Whine. Strange able to find one, but it's the 3K from the Harbor. And it's a 1v3 for the Forest, and nothing will be done. We are tied up here already.
And fancy animation.
Yo, the new arcade bundle.
That is an expensive bundle. I am not buying that one, I can tell you that.
Yeah, oy. I was like considering because it's so cool, but yeah. But hey, we get to see it on the broadcast.
In the bank account. That's for sure.
Hey,
but
we're tied up here.
Most of a buy here coming out. Cherish is going to be on a pistol. One off of knives. With God and Strange, both with ultimates. Frosty with knives as well, potentially. And Cloud with that lockdown. could be round changing here depending on where they end up placing it. So curious to see how they're going to push it. They're going to hear the Sheriff. I wonder though, they're going to hear that and the Vandal. So they're going to think, oh, maybe this is not a full buy. The problem is that every other player on the map from the side of Centennials has a very big rifle.
There's the knives coming out. So weapons now going to be the same. And Phoenix is able to pick up the first pick. Actually, they've pushed all the way through Mound and are able to get such a good advantage. Seeker's going to be used for the defense. Centennials have so much information. The high tide to cut some of the sight lines out, and the spike goes through tree. It's going to be Forest holding down the site. Could be good for one, but no. Cloud's watching that, able to find the first and the second as Strange falls over from drop. 3v4 now for Centennials. He has to find a good pick, but Whiff got to a great position to find Optimus Prime, but who's gonna be able to draw the first blood? But Atomic on the other side, watching the flank, finds Phoenix and finds Cherish from Whiff God. With this Phantom opting to try and save it as they're gonna back out. And Loud Whine going up 3-2, able to, despite losing the pistol, winning 3 in a row.
Yep, doing a really nice job here of just bringing this comeback. Whiff God should be able to save this rifle. Nothing doing here for the side of Centennials. But yeah, 3 runs in a row from Loud Whine. They're beginning to find their footing. The comp is working as expected, and they're playing it pretty well. I do like what they're doing with the Harbor and with the Viper, setting it up to get onto that. Oh, yo, Frosty, you're living on the edge, man. Little close there.
Frosty.
Yeah, just a little.
No fear for the Jet.
Definitely.
Oh man, Centennials. Yeah, Centennials on this defense. I mean, this composition isn't going to be great on the defense. Really, what you're looking at is going to be your Cypher lurking and having that utility to lock down parts of the map. And you're going to be following up on your Gecko utility, on your Sky utility, and allowing your Jet to clear out so much space and get onto the site super fast. Loud Whine playing with their smokes, playing around their smokes, trying to cut up and divvy up the map. And use the Breach utility, use the Killjoy utility, and allow their Jet to just kind of frag out and Frosty. But this time, it's going to be Frosty dry peeking towards C, and Cherish is good for that 5v4 in favor of Centennials. Or we're going to be trying to be picked up, but Whiff God finds that already 5v3, 20 seconds into the round. Loud Whine having to play so slow, and Phoenix, Dizzy goes out just to gather some information, tries to get a little aggressive, but is forced to back up. Cherish is down to 15 health, so there is some way that Loud Whine can get back into this round, but it's going to be the defense backing up. The spike already back into the spawn with under a minute to go. And, oh, the Neural Theft. The Neural Theft's going to spot all 3 of these players out.
Yeah, they're going to know exactly.
Leaning
They
towards
know
that
this
A-site.
rotation's coming. Yeah, you can see the Viper wall is going to be out as well. So all this rotation, I mean, you got to go. You've been spotted. You just have to go. Strange is ready to just break through this wall. But there go the double walls. And it's all going to be basically on Forest here at the door. Is going to spot them out, actually. And yeah, the flash was huge. The door is now going to have to get backed up. Strange, though, probably going to get caught coming through here. Because Atomic is going to be on this corner. Knows the sky is here as well. But Whiff God wins that one.
Other side, Optimus Prime able to find one. It's a 3v2, but Loud Whine still numbers disadvantage, and they're yet to get the spike down. Kobe's gonna break, but Cloud actually able to get onto this site. Optimus Prime good for that 1v1, wins it against Phoenix, and the lockdown is available for Loud Whine. This is a very winnable situation. I say that as Cherish is able to find the Killjoy. Optimus Prime down to 30 health in the 1v1, has to find Cherish. High tide to give himself a little bit of space to work around. To spot the Jet, and is able to win it at 4K for Optimus Prime as they're able to keep Loud Whine's win streak in this.
Yeah,
time to dance a little bit.
Just really nicely
Gun buddy's pretty. Whoa.
I know.
I didn't even realize. Whoa.
It's looking pretty nice.
Man. So are Loud Whine, though. 4 rounds in a row for the attackers as they're starting to kind of roll and run away with it. And 3 ultimates. They have 3 ultimates still.
Yeah, there's still just a lot to work with. You want to see, you want to see them get used here early. I want to see the Killjoy like throw it down. You want to throw it on the Viper's pick because you want to get these expensive ultimates for a second time in this half, right? So I want to see them get used, and I want to see some good usage across the board because you know these teams know what they're doing. I mean, you can see this Harbor Viper comp. I mean, it hasn't really been around in comp for that long, but these players know what they're doing.
Viper lineup? Molly lineup? Yo? Ah? I don't think that did no, it did. It did clear that box a little bit. I don't know what it was meant to do, but it's going to be Wilfgott who pushed all the way up through rubble, looking for some contact play and force on this Ares. Able to find the first pick for Centennials, a huge pick. Centennials looking to hold it down, but Cloud able to find Force, who still try to play very aggressive. It's going to be Wilfgott so low, and Frosty's able to get that pick. Find once again, Loud Whine with the numbers advantage, and this A side's going to be completely clear for them. Spike's going to get planted relatively easily as defenders are still running back. I want to talk about Phoenix on this Gecko. I haven't been loving their util usage. It's going to be a 1v1 in heaven, and Strange is actually able to win that out. Oh, nice little shot. But Viper's pick going to be vested. Loud Whine, as we were talking about, that ultimate's going to be used early into this half as we reach the halfway point. Viper's pick going to be invested just to guarantee 5 in a row for the side of Loud Whine. The Gecko's still on its way, and Atomic's able to find the first pick.
Strange does not have a lot of help to work with. He has,
Standing.
it's all going to be on the Gecko.
Oh!
In the 1v3, we'll find one. Gets the rifle upgrade, but it's not going to be enough at the end of the day. Taken down, and that is going to be another round. It's going to be 5-2 now. As they're going to be pretty happy with that, I think, so far. I mean, we definitely would be, I can tell you that.
Yeah, 5 in a row for Loud Whine. And again, I want to talk about Phoenix on that Gecko. And right now in the defense, I mean, it's not looking great. That's one problem that teams do have trouble using Gecko, and it's on the defense because you want to use your utility to actually find and spot out, initiate, just like spotting out information throughout the site. But because the Dizzy has to be recovered, because the Wingman has to be recovered, it means it's a one-time use for the defense unless they're able to push out. And Phoenix really hasn't been getting a lot of use out of the utility. I would love to see that partnered with the Sky over onto a site, so they're able to push out through C or push out through A with the Dizzy, reclaim that Dizzy to be used in a later round, and grab map space with it. Meanwhile, on Loud Whine, they've been absolutely wonderful these last 5 rounds on their attacking side. They've just been able to clear out so much map control and rotate at the perfect times. We go spin. We're spinning. Shit, we're spinning. Whoa.
So much spinning. And then Frosty's going to move, and it's all going to be ruined. Oh, okay,
Nice
there we go.
cinematic shot. Shout out to Jeff. But
I mean, Jeff is doing all of this
Go
himself
run
as
it.
well. I am not touching any of the observer controls, FYI, for those watching. It is all Jeff right now. Jeff is in the driver's seat
Jeff
doing a
is killing
fantastic
it.
job with the observing, so shout out as well. And Cherish is going to greet Frosty with an op, and down he goes.
Gun here.
that's what the timeout's for. Trying to retool, find some more utility. It's going to be a 3-stack over that A side and that operator in the hands of Cherish, but Mosh Pit's delay, and Atomic's already pushed all the way through C, and there's that Dizzy used. Phoenix in a 1v1, able to win that out. Atomic goes down, and the rest of the team isn't there to follow up quite yet. Strange holding the crossfire, able to find one. Phoenix finds a second kill. Lockdown is going to be invested for the side of Loud Whine, but it's a 1v4.
It has to get
Not
that bomb
great.
as well. I mean, didn't get the plant off in it. You bought yourself some space with that lockdown, but not much else to go with it. It's going to be forced. I mean, you're going to have to, like, fake a plant here or try to rotate because there's going to be someone around the corner. Hello, there's Phoenix, 3K in the round, as that's going to be Centennials with their 3rd round. So, I mean, they finally bring one back, and they're going to be pretty happy with that right now. There is, I mean, it is going to force the side of Loud Whine to dip into that bank, but you can develop your own now, so going to see where these players are going to be going with it. Cloud is
I
just
love
has
what
the
they
full
did.
kit.
Centennials decided to play around that Gecko, just as I was talking about. Phoenix was supported over on that C side, allowed that utility to be, wasn't allowed to be re-picked up, but it was allowed to be swung off of. Didn't mean that it wasn't for vain. Meanwhile, Cherish on this operator once again holding down the A site, Killjoy utility, Cypher utility on the B site, and it's gonna be Phoenix holding down the C site. Mosh Pit already used though. Very early investment as the Spike still basically in the spawn. Atomic just getting to mound now. So very slow round for both sides. Molly might actually hit where they wanted to this time, but And meanwhile, it's going to be looking towards this B side, but the Cypher utility, it's a kill setup. Frosty will get stunned up from the trip, unable to break it, but the spike seems to be going down. Cove protecting it for a little bit, as Strange is going to try and get aggressive with the push-up. Cameron's able to spot out. It's going to be the spam from Whiff got Strange, but unable to find anything. Whiff got a Phoenix, however, there for the trades. 4v3 in favor of Centennials on this retake, but Cherish just has an operator. It's going to be holding the B main walkout. And there's that Dizzy just to be used. Rolling Thunder going to be invested to deny the spike plan for a little bit. It's going to be a flash, and Optimus Prime is able to get a kill off of that. Coolio finds another one. Cherish with the operator, able to trade things out and even things out. 2v2. Tap on the spike once again, but they need to start holding this or consider it. Phoenix gets one kill, does have Thrash if need be. It's going to be the body block from Cherish, but it's not enough. Optimus Prime with a 3K gets the kill. And Loud Whine, despite finally giving a round up to Centennials. Yeah, sacrifice for Loud Whine for the Harbor, leading the lobby 12 and... Is that 12 and 3 or 12 and 8?
That is 12 and 3. You did see that correctly. That
Holy
is 12
crap.
and 3 right now coming out of Optimus Prime. The Harbor, everyone is like picking their own moment to kind of go huge. It was Atomic in map 1, and then you have Optimus Prime here. And yet, I mean, yeah, the other side, Centennials, one of the players going off in the previous map. That's going to be huge opening up. And Frosty going to have an op of his own, looking for that early pick to see, but no one is going to be around to give him an opportunity.
Yep. It's going to be on the other side, just going to be playing safe on C. Cherish pushed all the way through Mountain. It's so much information for the Jet. And that's just going to allow it's going to allow Phoenix to just run over to the A side to help support where Forrest has her pressure. So they're going to be running the 3 defenders, but Reckoning going to be invested. Forrest tries to get aggressive with it, but Cloud's there to match. Spike's going to go down, and all of a sudden, retakes the situation for Centennials once again. Thrash going to be invested very early, trying to clear out some space, but Coolio's able to find one. Thrash gets nothing, at least in terms of stuns or locks down. Little cringe play, as Strange says it, and Centennials already running for the hills. They're opting to save these rifles into round 10. Round 11, pardon me.
Yep, we're going to see. I mean, that's going to be the 3 rifles. You're going to have the ultimate as well for the Jet available. But Loud Whine, I mean, you just won that round. You put a dent in the economy. Loud Whine, I mean, all their players died in the previous round as well. Even though Loud Whine took that round, you lost every player. So that is a hit to the economy. This keeping all 5 up is going to be a massive boost to their money. Phoenix will find one, so it's not going to be a perfect flawless, as Atomic does go down. But it was essentially a flawless, and that is going to be a lot of money that they have saved up. I mean, 4K, 4K, 5K. Atomic had to buy down, unfortunately. Otherwise, would have been at like 5K. So, I mean, there you go. I mean, the teammates are going to buy, even out the money a bit. And on the other side, Centennials, I mean, you lose this round, you're going to be in a bit of trouble as well money-wise. So, I mean, they're not out of it at all. They need to win this round. They need to maintain a number of players alive here in order to be okay going into the final rounds of the half. Actually, I say that. There's only actually one more round left. So, I mean, ideally, you don't go to this next round with rough money.
Yeah, Cherish does have the operator, so is able to re-forward that for the 3rd round in a row. It's going to get stunned up with the fault line, and the Dizzy's just going to clear some space. But Phoenix isn't going to be able to pick that up for a little bit, at least. Some big utility coming out from Centennials to hold down this A pressure, to at least calm it a little bit. Guiding Light and Omen Smoke to hold some pressure, but Frosty playing on top of Rubble, trying to go for an off angle. And Atomic's just holding the store, ready to break it at a moment's notice. Plenty of time. Nice and slow pressure for the side of Centennials as they're looking to all group up. All 5 members. Whiff got able to survive. Small little whiff from Frosty on that operator, but does spot out the jump peak. And it's going to be Force holding the tree pressure, able to find the Jet. So there is a numbers advantage for Centennials, but as they say that Optimus Prime pushes out. Strange with the Ghost able to find Atomic. Holy crap. 4v3 now. And Phoenix. Wingman gonna go down. Does have the mosh pit to clear out some space. But how much utility does Centennials have for this retake? Gonna heal up Strange, and Strange actually picked up a rifle, able to find that 1 kill. Gonna be the aftershock in the hands of Coolio already, but Optimus Prime once again another 3K, but it's gonna be traded out with a 3K of Strange's own. Left down to no health, and it's a 1v1. It's already
Strange was full
1v1.
blind and walked right into the aftershock. Had no idea, and is gonna be stunned up with God.
With God stunned up.
They're both so low here.
No. And Coolio wins it out. Coolio.
Trying to run away from the bomb.
Absolutely
Run.
saving this
Run.
round.
Last round in the half.
Oh
man, at
my
the end.
goodness, Shio. What
It
did we
was-
just see?
That was incredible. At the very end, I mean, it was just, I mean, the blind, I don't know how Coolio survived long enough to get around that corner to get that flash off. And that flash in a Strange's face means that Strange walks right in the aftershock, has no idea where it is. And the answer is right in your face. He just takes the shot, goes down, and then the players are just so low at the very end, and Coolio clutches up, comes out on top, looking for Loud Whine to close out an 8-3 half here right now. It's going to be full rifles across the board. But, I mean, it's just a really strong round out of Loud Whine at the very end. Coolio coming out on top. There's going to be a couple ultimates to work with as well. As you can see, knives popped on both sides. They do have an attacking Killjoy ultimate. Looking to see if that gets used in this round. And, okay, I was going to say perhaps Viper was close to an ultimate. Not the case. But you do have a Rolling Thunder as well. So that's going to be 3 ultimates on the board. I think they got the Sea Orb here. And that brought that, or no, the Sea Orb's still there, so... Maybe I'm just blind, because I didn't think the Rolling Thunder was available originally.
Yeah, they haven't really needed to use it in a hot minute, but Strange is going to push out, trying to find some crossovers, and is able to find one, but it's going to be traded out. The site is conceded towards Loud Whine, as now Centennials once again in a post-plan situation, having to try and find anything. Omen TP just to grab some information, but was forced to recall that. It's going to be the Rolling Thunder invested for the side of Loud Whine just to draw some of this benefit. Cherish is still holding the angle, so not much gained out of that utility, but they got to go now. Centennials on this retake. Cherish trying to find anything but Cloud able to find the first pick. Cherish goes down to 3v4, but with God on this flank, wins the 1v1. No, unable to do so. Phoenix finds one, but that's all it's going to be. 33 health for the Gecko.
I guess we're doing this.
In a 1v3 situation, taps the spike. The span through is going to be a little too good. How much can they get done? 1 kill is all it's going to be, but the spike ticks down. It will detonate, and we are going into the half of a 9-3 half, Shio. We're going to end this season how we started it.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, 9-3. I mean, if there's a time for a 9-3 curse, this is probably a pretty good time if you're Centennials to get one going. Because you are going to be down 9-3 going into the attacking side. Lotus, I'm pretty sure, is considered attacker-sided because of the way that it's currently set up with the 3 bomb sites and the way the rotations work out. So I think people are a lot happier, and that's just a line of dancing omens. I love it.
Oh, little guys. Oh, that Pepper looks so happy. I mean, and if you're the side of Loud Whine, you guys are just as happy, but Centennials got to hold their composure. You know, you had such a dominant map 1, and it seems the series is starting to slip out of your fingers, but no time to mourn right now. It's game time. And it's going to be a very slow push out, but there's the flash. Guiding Light to clear some space, and this is where you're going to see Centennials composition going to be really thriving. Following off the Trailblazer, following up over the Gecko, the Wingman, following up the Dizzy. That's where this composition is going to shine the most. And there it is, Dizzy, going to be used to clear our tree. It's going to be picked up immediately, and all of a sudden, the site is the Centennials, but Loud Whine able to find the first pick. Atomic pushed up very fast. Coolio trying to find another one, but it's actually going to be Atomic with the trade. Force finds one, but it's going to be immediately taken down. Whiffgot on this little flank, and Atomic's able to get a 3K. The Viper coming up absolutely huge here on round 13. Spike is going to get hashed. Cherish able to find one, but they got to move. They got to move now.
Yeah, it's not planted. They're going to come off, though. Atomic with 4 in the round. Shades of Map 1 Atomic coming through here on this round as they find 4 on the pistol. I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened in the first map as well. And that is going to push them to 10 rounds. Loud Whine entering the brink here as they're trying to get on towards that match point and the win. And another, I mean, I'm pretty sure the first Challenger finals went to 3. And again, we got another Challengers final going to 3.
So much pressure, and it's just got to be patient play. Centennials opting to just save this round, not going to buy up, just trusting themselves once they get the rifles that they're able to pull something out. It's going to be Frosty. on this jet, playing very aggressive. Ooh, what a shot! Able to get the body shot on the Strange. No armor for the Cypher. Cove gonna be given some space for Centennials to push out from. And yeah, actually some really good smokes. They're gonna be able to flood out to the site. Spike will go down with Wingman. Force able to get one pick, but Optimus Prime grabs one right before falling. 3v4 in a post-plant situation. Centennials looking to do some damage and maybe even get a round steal out of this. Atomic, absolutely huge with a 4K on that Ghost. Diffuse for Julio is going to be starting. The Frosty's pushed out, able to find Cherish. A 2v4. Mosh Pit able to delay a little bit, but it's just down to Force on this flank. And he did pick up the Spectre, but the Spike's already half. Nothing else can be done. He gets one kill for his troubles, but 2 members survived for Loud Whine. And Centennials 3-11. Two rounds away for the side of Loud Whine to win the map and win the series.
Yep, they're closing in. I mean, this is basically going to be Centennial stand right here with the rifles. You're only going again up against one on the other side. Atomic will have a Phantom. The rest of the team is going to be on Spectres, Pistol, and a Marshal. So right here is where you got to start, and you got to win this clean. So Centennials does look like they're going to start here over towards C. The problem is that's the Killjoy setup. And again, this is the advantage of the double controllers. Harbor being able to wall this one off. You have a wall over towards A as well. Like, no matter where you go, there is space being created by the defenders that will force you to clear, and it's going to consume a lot more of the clock just because you have so much more time you got to clear out. They're going to walk right into the Killjoy setup here. And Cherish, that's a huge early pick on towards Optimus Prime, and that's going to pop both mollies. This is going to significantly reduce the ability that Centennials or Loud Whine has now to lock down the site, but Cloud is just going to peek. Strange not checking that. No one's checking this. Cloud is just standing here.
Oh, what looked like to be a great start all of a sudden starts falling. Cloud able to pick up 2 kills as all Centennials just push up through C main, not watching all the angles. And that's going to force the retreat, but the entire map is clear. Centennials do have the ability to just run anywhere they want to, but it's going to be Loud Whine picking up the pace, seeing if they can get to that A side first. But you look towards Centennials. They have to get the spike down. Guiding Light to clear out stairs, but how much can be done? 30 seconds remaining on the round. They are going to be able to get onto site, and Wolfgod's going to push up very aggressive, have the weapon advantage, able to win it out. 3v3, and Cherish finds another one. Spike goes down, and finally Centennials coming back into the round. Atomic on this flank, not finding the kill quite yet. Able to get one, but that will be it. Centennials. That's a start. They want to keep themselves in the series. That is the start they need.
Yep, they do. I mean, that's going to maintain. I mean, you're going to have a couple players still pretty low. The problem, though, now is that Loud Whine is going to be on even footing because they will have rifles. They're going to be able to shoot back just as hard. You're going to have the Gecko ultimate. That's going to be really nice. Atomic will have that Viper's Pit as well to just lock a site down. So, I mean, wherever that goes, probably not going to go in that direction. But that's kind of the nice part of having 3 possible bomb sites to hit because there's 3 spots. They lock down one, but Stranger's going to pick Frosty so early.
Frosty trying to get aggressive, and they're watching that. You can see Frosty at the bottom left of your screen showing respect, and there's that Thrash going to be there trying to clear out the side. Phoenix, the Gecko is actually paying so much pressure and doing so well. Strange pushes out on the Cypher, aggressive Cypher play, able to get the second pick into the round, and Loud Whine are forced to retreat, forced to concede the site, and the spike should be going down relatively free. Coolio considering to push out, but seeming like the spike's not going to actually go in the C direction. I don't think Centennials like it. They don't like what they're seeing, and that's going to allow Loud Whine to re-push out. It's going to be this B plan. Wigman's going to be able to get it down. Phoenix watching the flank, but the spike does go down inevitably. Atomic able to grab one. Does have the Viper's Pit. They choose to use it, but Strange with a 3K able to get through that kill. Coolio trying to win the 1v1, but Cherish, even despite the low health, able to win that out. 5 on the board for Centennials. And that's a bit of a bankroll they're starting to build up.
They're definitely beginning to get it going. You're going to see the money in the bank. On the side of Loud Whine, they're going to be forced onto an eco here. They're going to have to buy this, as they will have enough money to buy into the next round as well. So they're going to just try to do as much economic damage, try to keep the bank low for Centennials, because you know it's beginning to grow. You need to stop it now before it gets out of hand. That's what they're going to have to do. So you can see it's going to be 5 Vandals across the board for the attack. Centennials are going to start out here over towards A. And they're going to be basically just be greeted by immediate shots and from multiple angles here as the Marshal will ring through. And they're going to head towards tree as well, it looks like here.
Yeah, I want to talk about Seekers are available in 2, and yep, that orb is going to be gathered up 1 away from the Seekers. That could be absolutely huge on the retake situation. Atomic holding a close on stairs. The Strange can be diligent to clear this out. Not quite yet, but is still able to win the 1v1. Neural Theft to just clear out the rest of the side. Frosty falls to 5 health. Gets a nice little headshot. Whoa! But we've got able to trade things out back. 4v3 for the favorite Centennials. As these defenders just having the back up, run away. They don't have great weapons, but Cloud's able to find one with the Ghost. Radiant Entertainment System looking pretty clean, but these shots have to look a little bit cleaner for the retake. Loud Whine is able to pick up a rifle. Not impossible, but Coolio takes some chip damage. They're aware of positions. It's going to get blinded up. Spray through is not going to be great for Loud Whine, and despite the time ticks down, With God finds 2 kills towards the end. A 3K for the Sky. And 6 on the board for Centennials. And Shia, are we starting to see a comeback, my man?
I mean, it's a start, right? You're only down 5 rounds now. I mean, if you're the side of Centennial, it's just one at a time, right? You're going slowly. You just rattle off the rounds one after the other. You're picking up momentum. You have the money. Everything is basically in your favor right now, and you just got to keep it going. You got to keep it up.
Look at you
have the ability to make the defense react to you. So, I mean, if you have to have that timeout, use the timeout as well. They know what they're doing. They're doing a good job of it too. You just got to continue it for the remainder of this map.
Loud Whine. 3 rounds in a row that have fallen in favor of Centennials, but Loud Whine has 4 ultimates online right now, and they're 1 ult point away from getting that Rolling Thunder. That could be absolutely huge on the retake. Well, it's going to be Centennials going for that C orb, able to get the Mound orb, and it's going to be Atomic and Forest. Atomic getting so aggressive. It's going to be the jump peek from Forest. No! Atomic got the Viper's pit out, trying to just clear that space. And it's just caught with its pants down, basically. And it's going to leave the rest of the site so open for Centennials to flood into the B site now. Wingman going to plant. Seeming like they're going to be able to get it relatively easy. Coolio unable to deny that. And now it's a post-plant situation with a numbers advantage. With God holding the angle, wins the 1v1, 3v5, and it's going to be the lockdown even invested for Loud Whine. They want to try and win this.
Yep, they're trying to commit to this. They're going to force all the players out here. And that's going to be an issue. I mean, everyone's going to clear and back it up. With the flank coming in from Frosty, finds 2. Cloud's turret kills With God. And all of a sudden, the players are they're stuck. Optimus Prime just throws down the cove. He's got this. And there's nothing that these players can do. Strange is going to find 1, is going to go through the cove, look for a second. But Cherish will hold on to that op, is going to back away. And we're on match point now. Just a huge play coming out of Loud Whine. They're throwing down the ultimate, forcing the players away right into the waiting arms of Frosty on that flank. And the round just gets turned on its head.
Match and series point on the line. Centennials have to get 6 in a row if they want to have a chance to keep themselves in this map, in this series. And Loud Whine, 1 round away from winning it out. Let's see what can be done. Frosty on the operator once again, holding this aim main from the stairs. Such a devastating round. And yet, Loud Whine were able to hold it down. Playing for the Thrash is going to be Centennials. Playing off of Phoenix. Cloud is down to a Ghost, so money isn't great for Loud Whine. And on the other side, Centennials, despite losing the last round, were able to buy up for all their players. So operators in hands of both of the Jets. Quiet pressure. No one's playing too aggressive. But the quiet, just the silence is going to force Loud Whine to spread out a little bit. 2 on the B side, 2 on the A side, and it's going to leave just Cloud with this Killjoy setup to delay. And it's Optimus Prime fighting the first pick. With God lurking. Not going to get much done. And Cherish with the operator going to fall. Cloud with a 2K with the Ghost. 2v5. Is this it?
That's a spike. That was a spike down. It's in the waiting arms of Cloud there. That's going to rotate the entire team of Loud Whine over. They know They know this is it. The spike is down, and it's going to be on to Centennials to get in here. The Rolling Thunder comes through as well. Phoenix is going to get knocked all the way back. But that kill means you get a thrash. That's going to detain a player. That's a free kill.
2v3.
The Viper's Pit, though, is out. That's been committed here, and that is going to be deadly to walk into. There's only 13 seconds. They got to go.
10 seconds remaining. They have to get the spike. They have to find every kill. Running into the Viper's Pit. Atomic able to get one. Atomic get 8-2. 13-6 is how this series that end.